Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another Let's Play of Norn9 Var Commons. We are on Koharu and Kakeru's path, and, well, it's bath time. We quit in the middle of nothing really in particular. So just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. I'm sorry I took so long. Oh gosh, it's already bath time, isn't it? I'll go get my things right away. You sure look happy tonight, Koharu. I do? Yeah, you've been looking sad and tired ever since Yoiga got sick. Feeling better now? Yep, I feel lots better, and I'm really sorry if I made you worry about me like that. Oh, she looks so sad. Mr. Masamune even warned me about it. He said that there was nothing good about me getting all depressed too. That's easier said than done. Well, yeah, I guess it would be hard if your partner was feeling that bad. Now that I think about it, Nanami's partner is Mr. Ron, right? I wonder if he's told her anything about, what he saw. Koharu. Yes? Do you and Yuiga get along well? Huh? Yeah. We're good friends. Eeh, boy, it was much more embarrassing to say that than I thought it would be. What about you, Nanami? Are you friends with Mr. Ron? I don't know. I don't understand him. What he does sometimes makes no sense to me. It makes my chest hurt. Oh, there are times when Yuiga makes my chest hurt too. I wonder why that is. Oh man, have these people never watched a TV show or read a book? It hurts, and it makes me really, really mad too. Yeah, sometimes it does that. I remember getting awfully upset at Yuiga when he tried to put on a brave face for me once. But at the same time, I feel lonely. Lonely? That was a feeling I didn't have anymore. Lots of things have happened since Yuiga and I, but right now I was very satisfied with everything. I wasn't lonely anymore. At least I shouldn't be. For some reason, Nanami started staring at me hard. Once we reach our destination, we'll all be split apart. We won't be able to stay together forever. Nanami spoke in the same soft voice she always used, but to me it sounded like a scream. Pain, fear, loneliness, all the emotions stuffed into her quiet voice shook me. That's right, we're on a journey right now. Someday it has to end. Koharu. We're going to be sent to different countries, aren't we? Everybody will be sent away. Oh dear, I guess I managed to forget the most important thing of all. I can't believe myself sometimes. I really am just a silly kid. A silly, dumb kid who got carried away with their playtime. Yoiga would have remembered, though. I wonder how he feels about it. I'm sorry, everyone, but we have an announcement, so please gather around. What was that? Otomaru used his telepathy. I wonder what the news is. The news was from Yuiga and Mr. Masamune. Apparently, tomorrow morning we would be landing in a town. It was our final resupply stop, so they said we had to be sure we were prepared with everything we might need. Our final resupply stop. Those words were a definite sign that our journey would soon come to an end. We'll reach our destination soon. Oh! Come on, Kakeru. This is gonna be our last stop. Why don't we get all the guys together and go out to eat on the town? All of us? I'm not sure you'll get everybody. Let me handle that part. I'll make sure they all want to come. You too, right, Akito? Why would you think I'd want to go along with your dumb little party? Before long, we'll all be split up. Once we get to our destination, will I ever be able to see or talk to Yuiga again? Or will we never see each other anymore? Same questions repeated themselves over and over again in my head. Unable to bear the pain, I forced my thoughts over to the happy times we had spent together. Besides, I have you now. Remembering the fun times we had together, doing everyday things filled me with joy. But that joy brought with it something else. It was a cold and crushing feeling that pushed down on my heart, making me feel so empty and lonely inside that I had to hug myself tight. But my arms weren't strong enough to make the feeling go away. I needed something more, so I started to think about Yuiga again. I don't want to leave him. I want to be with him forever and ever. Yuiga. It's no good. I try to think of all the happy memories, but for some reason they just hurt. I should go to sleep. Yes, that would be for the best. I squeezed my eyelids shut and burrowed under the covers, but my worry that I would just dream about Yuiga kept sleep at bay. So I just laid there, staring at the ceiling as time crawled by. Eventually, I heard birds start to chirp. It was too early to be awake, but far too late to consider going to sleep. It's never too late to sleep. I didn't want to risk oversleeping, so I decided that I might as well just get up. I feel thirsty. I guess I'll go over to the dining hall and get something to drink. I carefully got out of bed, trying very hard not to wake Nanami up. I dressed quietly, slipped out of the room, and headed to the dining hall. I'm sure I must look terrible. I don't even need to look in a mirror to know. I doubt anyone else is awake yet, but I should just get my drink and hurry back to my bed. Oh, hey, Koharu. You sure are up early? The one person I wanted to see most, but also the person I least wanted to see me look so terrible. I quickly turned around. Koharu? Good morning, Yuika. You're up awfully early, too. Yeah, we aren't the only ones, though. Akito is up and making breakfast. Oh, I was really thirsty, so I was going to get a drink. If Mr. Akito is in the dining hall, I'd better be sure to say him good morning. Excuse me, please. I was so flustered and trying so hard not to let him see my face as I hurried away that my right arm and leg both moved forward at the same time, awkwardly like I was a mechanical toy. If you want to go to the dining hall, that's fine, but you're going the wrong way. I thought I would go for a nice brisk walk first. Even though you're really thirsty? A glass of water is so much better if you're really, really thirsty. Why are you trying not to look at me? I learned that it's only polite if people face in the direction they're walking without looking around. Okay, so turn around and walk towards me. I want to hold you. Yuiga spread his arms wide. I knew just how warm and peaceful and comforting it would be to be in Yuiga's arms, but I couldn't afford to give in right now. I must have gigantic bags under my eyes right now, and Mikoto said staying up late is really bad for your skin too. I'm in no shape to be seen by anyone else, especially not if that anyone is Yuiga. Of course I couldn't just turn his offer down flat. That would be rude. While I thought really hard to find some kind of acceptable excuse, Yuiga must have gotten tired of waiting. He stepped towards me. Let me guess. For some reason, you don't want me to see your face right now. Were you, I don't know, not able to sleep because you couldn't stop thinking about things? And now you have huge bags under your eyes that you don't want me to see? How did you know? Because I'm in the same boat. Couldn't sleep a wink. Before I knew it, morning got here. And I bet you I look worse too. So stop hiding already, okay? No, you can't look worse. I bet I look 100,000 times worse than you do. Oh, really? Well, why don't you check and see? Yuiga leaned in super close. There was no way out. I couldn't keep making excuses, so I slowly, hesitantly looked up towards him. When I finally found the courage to open my eyes, I saw his kind, perfect, smiling face. No fair! You don't look terrible at all! Yeah, for some reason I don't get bags under my eyes. I've always been used to getting around on very little sleep anyway. Oh, you tricked me! But you, oh boy, you've got some serious bags going on there. Your eyes are really bloodshot too. Were you crying? Don't look at me! Why not? You didn't seem upset at the thought of Akito seeing you. Heck, you even said you'd go find him to say good morning. Mr. Akito isn't you! Obviously. How does that matter? Mr. Akito doesn't care about me. It doesn't matter how stupid and ugly my face is. It won't bother him. Gotcha. But you... I what? I just don't want you seeing me when I look terrible and ugly. Uh-huh. So which parts of you are supposed to look ugly? The bags? The haggard look? Psh, I don't care about surface stuff like that. All I care about right now is the reason. What worried you so much that I kept you up all night? What made you cry your eyes this red? Of course, I'd like to think that you'd be willing to tell me without having to ask. Yuika! Can I ask you to hold that thought for a bit? Huh? Right now, I'm trying to work out what's going to happen to us, and what we should do. I plan to talk with the guys about it later today. When we first met, I thought I wanted to see all your different expressions, but now I know I won't like any of them more than your smile. I'll find some way to make sure you won't have to cry anymore. I promise. Yuika! It wasn't that I didn't believe Yuika. It was the fact that it was painfully clear that he was trying his best to cheer me up. I know that when he puts his mind to it, he can do wonderful things, but the uneasiness just won't go away. After I got my drink, I went back to my room and laid in bed. Koharu, are you alright? Are you not feeling well enough to get up? No, I'm not sick or anything. I'm fine. I just, It was long past the time to be up, but I was still in bed. Like I'd said, I wasn't feeling sick at all, but for some reason my body felt heavy and dull. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't force myself to sit up. I don't think she slept much last night. I heard her tossing and turning. Uh-huh. Was something weighing on your mind so much that you couldn't fall asleep? No, I'm fine. That weak and listless response is almost, but not entirely, the opposite of convincing. Where are all the boys? They all went into town. They deliberately left us three behind, I might add. We should go too. And do what? Are there items you need to buy? Koharu, I'll go bring Yuika back. What? No, you don't have to do that. Come on, Mikoto. Let's go. Hey, Nanami, stop pulling. I was going to come with you anyway. Before I could stop them, Nanami stalked out of the room with Mikoto in tow. Their footsteps faded away quickly. Oh dear, was I looking all gloomy again? I guess Nanami must have figured out that I was worrying about whether or not I'll get to stay together with Yuika. I'm making everybody worry, aren't I? I sighed, annoyed at myself. I should try to get a little sleep. If I don't, I'll wind up making even Yuika worry about me. I closed my eyes and settled into bed, trying to make my mind as blank as I could. If I didn't, I knew I would just wind up thinking in the same worried circles that had kept me up all night. They say that when you have trouble sleeping, you should count sheep. 1 fluffy sheep, 2 fluffy sheep, 3 fluffy sheep. The trick worked, and I nodded off into a deep, dreamless sleep. I didn't stay asleep for very long, but it sure helped me feel better than I did. It looks like Nanami and Mikoto haven't come back yet. I really want to see Yuika, but it wouldn't be polite for me to interrupt him if he is off having fun with others. Mr. Heishi did say that he wanted everyone to have some kind of party together. I should go find Nanami and tell her that she shouldn't ruin his fun for my sake. I wonder if it's a really big town we've stopped at. I hope I can find them.
Oh, hey. You stayed on the ship too. Not gonna go have fun in the town?
I was just headed that way, actually.
Oh, okay. Bye.
May I ask you a question first?
Let me guess. Why'd I swipe the earring?
Yes. Why would you do something like that? What did you mean when you said it was dangerous for Yuika to have it?
Well, to be honest, I don't personally give a crap either way. It's just that it's better to get the pawns off the board when you can, see?
Pawns?
So, now it's my turn for a question and answer. I noticed he's still not wearing the earring. Are you keeping it from him or something? If you are, that's the smart move. I'd suggest you hurry and toss it out, or burn it up and get rid of it some other way.
What do you know about Yuika?
Stuff you don't, I guess. Though you're probably starting to get an inkling about what's really going on. I mean, he and I are kinda alike, the way we're both working under aliases. But damn, he's so much smoother than me. Oh well, I'm a lazy ass, and I'm fine with that. Oh wait, inside he's nothing but an empty soulless shell, so I guess that's probably why he's so much better at acting than I am.
Yuika's not like that at all.
Oh?
Yeah, inside he's a nice and kind and considerate person.
Huh, really? I guess I had the wrong idea then. Oh well.
I understand that people can get mistaken impressions of other people, but please don't say mean things about him anymore.
And what if I do? Will you fry me to a crisp? Burn me to ash?
I won't do that.
Oh, that's too bad.
Despite what he said, he didn't sound very disappointed at all, but he didn't seem like he was hiding anything or lying to me either. Maybe he just wasn't thinking anything at all. I honestly couldn't tell. I don't know very much about Mr. Ron, but right now he seems really creepy. Talking to him makes me uneasy.
Yeah, he always seems creepy to me. And why does he always walk around? I mean, apparently he has no problems with self-esteem, because he always walks around with his chest hanging out there.
At that moment, there was a deep booming rumble. I whirled around.
What the?
Oh my gosh, what's that?
Looks like his dolls are here.
Those are supposed to be dolls?
Yeah, he sent them to capture you lot. Poor bastard sent them exactly the wrong time. Everybody's out. Oh, wait a sec. Maybe he's not after everybody. Maybe it's just you. In that case, this would be just the chance he was looking for.
What? Mr. Ron suddenly pulled a knife out of nowhere and threw it straight at the doll thing. The knife flew through and nailed the target with a loud thunk. The doll thing seemed to be completely unfazed by it, though.
Huh. Looks like knives don't do crap to it. That means that I'm useless. Come on, show me a little bit of your power. I bet you could fry those suckers to a crisp like nothing.
I couldn't do that! I only turned to look at Mr. Ron for a moment, but in that time the doll dashed right up to me.
There, see? Don't let your guard down.
The doll reached out and grabbed me by the arm. Its arm was cold and hard. The sheer lifelessness of it made me swallow in fear. Let go of me! Stop! No! Yuika, help me!
You really aren't going to do anything, even to save your own hide? Sheesh. Well, not like I can let other guys get you. Sorry, hun. Looks like this is the end of the line. Man, I was really hoping to get to see her fire again. Oh well.
Another doll suddenly appeared behind Mr. Ron. Its cold, inhuman hand reached up and began to swing down at him. Mr. Ron!
Heh.
What? What happened next was so strange and so fast, I couldn't understand it. It looked like something flew out of the item Mr. Ron was holding, and then, the next moment, the doll fell over and stopped moving. Oh my gosh, did Mr. Ron just do that?
Man, you really can't do anything against these goons. That's really disappointing.
I had no idea what that thing Mr. Ron had was, but I did know that if he attacked someone with it, they would die. Despite that display, the doll refused to let me go. I don't want to die. Yuika!
Toodaloo.
Oi, Kakeru, you don't have to run, man. The ship's not gonna leave without us. Besides, I'm carrying like a ton of stuff. Slow it down, would ya? None of the others are keeping up at all. Did you just hear a rumble? A rumble? No, I didn't hear anything like that. Kakeru, wait!
Whoa, man. Now that was pretty impressive. I had no idea you could do that. Yeah, ain't nobody surviving if you hit 'em with that.
Even now that the doll's arm was nothing but ash, it still clung to me. Did she just burn metal down to ash? The traveler was right. These clothes don't burn at all.
Koharu, what in the world?
Yuika! Oh good, everybody's finally back. At first I was relieved, but then I realized what I must look like. My clothing was fine, but it was all covered with the doll's ash. I had no idea how to explain to everyone what just happened. I have to keep them from finding out about my power, but how? Another doll appeared. Apparently, there were more than just the two that Mr. Ron and I had destroyed.
What the crap is that thing?
Just like the other ones before it, this doll started walking towards me too. Oh no! I don't want to use my power in front of everybody, but if I don't... Suddenly, the doll froze. Vines had wrapped around its legs, holding it in place.
You stay away from her.
Yuika! The doll reached down and ripped the vines away like they were nothing. Then strangely, it turned and started walking towards Mr. Akito.
Creepy bastard. Get out of that suit and show us your face.
Mr. Akito charged the doll and tried to tackle it, but it didn't even budge. The doll then raised its arms and swung back at Mr. Akito.
Oh,
Mr. Akito! He was hit so hard that he flew into the wall and slid down in a crumpled heap. He didn't try to get up. Slowly, the doll started walking towards Yuika next.
damn it. What the hell are you doing, Koharu? Run!
Considering the damage done, I would say the traitor is likely connected to our attacker or has offensive powers.
Like, maybe that you are the traitor?
It's a monster! Everybody run! I have to do something! Chapter 6. Actually, since we're going into a new chapter, I think this will be a good spot to break. I know this one's a little bit short, and I'm sorry for that, but, yeah, it's actually a little bit late here, and I'd like to go to bed, so please excuse me. I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.